Oh my God, this Ye record is catching everybody's attention right now. It might be the most viewed thing on the internet besides that GTA trailer, but the Young Turks gonna talk about it. I guess Joe Rogan was talking about it too. Got him on here, but we did a review of the full song on this channel, so go check it out. Look, they said it's like an artistic expression. I think it could have been expressed a little differently in a better fashion, but I don't agree with the video, man. I think it's kind of it is kind of weird, but it's Ye. But anyway, let's see what these Young Turks. I'm not really a big fan of the Young Turks, but let's see what they talking about, man.
Speaking of the Jews, have you seen Kanye's new song?
Bro.
What?
Yeah.
Here's the thing.
What? First of all, kind of catchy.
Well, that's the problem with it.
It is kind of catchy. I will never repeat the song, but the melodies and the music is kind of catchy. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, Kanye West's anti-Semitic song "Heil Hitler" has been banned from major music streaming platforms. It does remain available.
It's funny because people that review the video, they bleep out the N words, but they don't bleep out the H. You know what this guy just said. I don't know. I just think that's kind of strange, but whatever.
Elon Musk's X. That prompted Joe Rogan and comedian Tom Segura, who we showed you at the top, to debate whether banning the song is the right move. Here's more.
The song has so many millions of hits.
Yeah.
On Twitter, it's been banned from every platform.
Yeah.
But is it good to ban things from platforms, or is it better to let it be out there and let people talk about it? Because if you ban it, then people want to hear it more.
Exactly.
That's true.
And then it becomes more popular, and then it kind of supports what he says, which is that there's this concerted effort, if you talk about Jewish people, that they're going to remove you from everything, remove you from banking.
I mean, should we get into that topic? I mean, there's really no lies about what he just said, but talk about, let's just say the N-word on the show. You could talk about niggas all day and Mexicans and Asian people all day. You will still you might get a little slap on the wrist. They may, how these cops, they get on, they get on administrative leave or something like that. But then like a couple years later, they got a job. You talk about other types of cultures though. Your shit is off. Like you banned.
Which is what you're saying. They run everything. Mm-hmm. So if they didn't, like if it was just you were talking about Puerto Ricans, look what happened to Tony. Nothing.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if there's certain people that you're allowed to pick on and make jokes about or mock or say something, and you can get away with it.
Yeah. Well,
you shouldn't be joking about anybody, honestly, but it is kind of interesting how people of Jewish descent, the Holocaust, everything, that was tragic. That was very tragic. And it's something that is, of course we learned about it in school. And again, like it was a very tragic event that happened to the Jewish community. And I hate to say this, but black people have been through their version of Holocaust, like Mexicans, Puerto Rican, Irish people. So it's like, why is there a term just for that, anti-Semitic? There's not a term for talking about, the blacks that were like being like very mistreated over the slave trade and everything, or Puerto Ricans and all. There's no terms for that. It's very interesting. But again, what I'm saying, I'm not trying to discredit anything against whatever, but I'm just saying that banning the song, to what Joe Rogan is saying, is going to prove his point. We shouldn't be talking about anybody, but you can't put one culture above another, if that makes any sense. Again, not discrediting anything. I'm not trying to water down anything that happened with the whole, that thing that happened, but still, it just kind of goes against free speech, and it just doesn't look fair. You know what I mean?
He's made his point. I think we all get it now.
Like if
the
you're
song
black,
has
there's not a
racked up
term
nearly
for
10 million views just
about the
on
black people that
Kanye's
were getting
account alone,
castrated and
with
shit,
many
you know
more,
what I mean?
including many white supremacists and anti-Semitic accounts, gleefully sharing the song on theirs as well. Segura also raised the consequences of the song encouraging anti-Semitic behavior from Kanye's fans.
Sad.
Take a look.
Kanye West, he's a... I get that it's an artistic expression, but it could have been expressed a lot differently, man. I think in a better fashion, man. Like, just, again, like you don't. I was lost for words when I saw the video. I'll just say that. But let's keep playing it, man. I'm pausing too much. Sorry.
And I've always been like, yeah, say whatever you're going to say. But I do think like making a catchy song about that, I'm like, what are you doing, man? Like you're just getting, at a minimum, you're just going to get more people that think it's cool to say Heil Hitler. Like that's at the minimum.
Well, I think that's part of the program. I think it's part of what he's trying to do.
But I mean, is that cool to do? I guess if you're like, well, it's fun to troll the masses and get them to do that. Okay. But what I'm saying is that like at a minimum, you're going to get less educated people to go like, this is a fun thing to say. And you're like, I mean, is that good? You really want people just walking around being like, you know, it's tight, man. Heil Hitler. Like that.
Nah, man.
Insane. It's
That's
crazy.
ridiculous.
Now, Jank, up until the show, I had been thinking about this all day, and I still don't know where I fall on this, but I'm curious.
Same.
Do you think this song should be banned on streaming platforms?
I don't think it should just look, before Jank gets in what he has to say. And again, I'm not a big fan of the Young Turks, but I do respect their platform. You know, they put in the work. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think the song should be banned, man. There's so many other songs that are bad. Again, like one group above another. Like you could talk about everybody else, but you talk about certain, not just the Jewish community, but like certain other communities, and your shit is just banned. It's just like, what the fuck?
That knockout brawl debate a minute ago on the show, right? I mean, catch the show live, 6 to 8 p.m. Eastern, okay? So, and now we come to this.
Drake, you look good, brother. You look real good. Because I remember seeing his this show. I mean, this Young Turks has been on forever, since like the start of YouTube. Jank looks the same, man.
I begin. Both of us are like, I don't know. Okay, and the two of us never say I don't know, right? So we asked it on the website: should Kanye West's pro-Hitler song be banned on all platforms? And
is that
apparently you guys don't know? 47 to 53, super close, and it comes out to no on 53. Okay, the live chat has a poll too.
The fact that it's like a close margin is interesting, and I think this is a poll based on their channel, the Young Turks channel, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy, man. The fact that it's that close, because you would think if it's a song of that magnitude, I mean, per se, that it should be like 80% of the people saying like ban it. But it's like, bro, majority are saying no, and it's a close margin. That's wow.
Should the song be banned? Let's pull that up in a second. So that's live chats on YouTube. 60-40, no. Okay, so now 59-41. So this is as tight as it's been in a long time for any topic. And so why? Guys, let's be super clear. The song is terrible. It's I don't mean musically. I mean, you know, to put a song like that out there is despicable.
It is.
And Kanye West.
It is despicable, but apparently it's an artistic expression. I don't know. Maybe they might write some new laws about musicians, man. I mean, look, they got Young Thug. They had that motherfucker in prison for like 2 years over his song lyrics. They were using his song lyrics, an artistic expression, against him in court. I don't know, but then you have other people that rap about the same shit, and they're like in movies, they're in Hollywood, they're doing all this Eat with Martha Stewart and shit. I don't know, man.
Is a great
just kind of
moron.
pick and choose when they want to do
I'm really proud that, as usual, I was the first. And when I said it, what happened? Back then, people were like, and I'm not talking about when he started the anti-Semitism. He was always a moron. He was always the dumbest person I've ever heard speak. Like whenever he spoke, they'd be like, oh, geez. No, just because he's decent at music doesn't mean.
No, Kanye West has not always been a moron, dude. I don't know what the fuck. A lot of stuff Kanye West, or I'm sorry, Ye has said has been right. I don't understand. I mean, you could say he sounds like a moron. You could say Elon Musk sounds like a moron because he has like that. I think isn't Elon kind of like autistic, or he has like a small level of autism, and he kind of stutters his words a little bit. But he's a multi-billionaire, and here you are working a job. So I don't know.
His political opinions are smart.
And then Ye apparently hit $1 billion, you know, he hit $1 billion in his lifetime from that Adidas deal. Meanwhile, you can't even set up a meeting with, your local Adidas store because they don't want to talk to you. So I don't know. Is Ye dumb or is he not? I don't know.
He's been the dumbest guy in the room, maybe the dumbest guy in the nation. And so when I was saying that, I remember people saying, "Oh no, he's a genius, Cenk. How dare you? He's a musical."
Look, I think what Ye is doing is despicable. But at the same time, it's got you talking about it. It's got me talking about it. Hey, if he was a nobody, if it really didn't make such big of an impact, they would just ban the song and you would never hear about it. But people are literally digging for the song. Go on YouTube. They keep reposting it and pages are getting banned left and right. And X is like the only platform that's letting them, well, the only major platform that's letting them post it, the full video in high quality. So I don't know. Dumb people get ignored when they do stupid shit for the most part. Smart people that do dumb shit, they catch a lot of attention and they make a lot of money from people like you and me, because obviously we're watching videos about this shit, bro.
Genius, right? Okay, well, I won that debate. He's a frickin' moron and an idiot, anti-Semite, etc., etc. So I despise the song, and I'm really worried about what Rogan's guest said there, which is that people think it's catchy and then they start singing it.
No. I never thought see the day Kanye West would make stuff like this, man. Like, that's crazy.
No. On the other hand, if you ban it, God damn it, then it's rebellious and cool and underground and that kind of crap. And so Jordan, I don't know, man, banning hasn't worked. So I'm leaning 53-47 to not banning it. But then if you're not gonna ban it, everybody has to say, yeah, Kanye is a giant ass. And no one should.
Well, you can say he's an ass all day. They say Trump is an ass. They say everybody's an asshole. But here we are, continuously making these guys rich and keeping them rich and giving them all of our attention. I don't know. They're not dumbasses at all. I don't think they're dumb at all.
Do any deals
They're just doing despicable shit, which I don't agree with.
Not because they're Jewish, or it's because he's a jerk. He's a terrible human being. So, and then he can go complain about, oh, the Jews. No, brother, it wasn't the Jews. Here, I'm Muslim, born Muslim, now atheist, and I hate you. I think you're an idiot, and I would never do a deal with you, okay?
So you say you publicly hate somebody, and then you want to call, okay. This is one reason why I don't like Cenk. He's kind of a weirdo. Like Cenk Uygur, very unique name, by the way. Bro, you look good, like I said. Like, I've been watching your shit. Well, I've been knowing of your shit for a minute. Like, you're doing your thing. But Cenk sometimes kind of weird, man.
About that. All right, Jordan, I came out for not banning it, even though I have a long history of despising this moron. What do you come out?
Okay, from Muslim.
As I think
Couldn't
through
hang with it, bro.
I jump back and forth. You know, the knee-jerk reaction seems like, well, this is heinous. This is deliberately inflammatory and anti-Semitic. Let's get rid of it. And then you think, okay, well, that's like they say. And I think that would be human behavior. Well, people will only seek it out more. It gives it attention, especially in our digital age when you try to suppress.
Bro, if you ban the song altogether, it's just going to be like a bunch of underground artists that are going to use AI and just recreate it, man. It's not, you can't stop it. You can't stop it. There's a reason why Ye made that song. Like, nobody just comes out of the gate and says what the song said for no reason. Like, there's something in him that it's like he doesn't like. It's like he got beef with somebody or something. But you don't just come out the gate making records like that. You know, you just don't do that. Especially something that was produced at a high grade. He had paid actors in there. They had a setup. They had costumes. Production was done by some of the best producers in the music industry. And I wouldn't doubt if it was actually some Jewish people that was on that production, whether it be like for the video shit or anything, man. Editing, I would not be surprised.
It only makes people want to seek it out more.
Research. I'm not digging into that, bro.
I think about the consequences of that, and you could think through like what would the justification be? And I just don't want. I certainly don't want big tech companies, and I certainly don't want our government dictating what can and can't be said, because while it would start here, and we've already seen it for years.
It's almost like he's testing the government or testing us. Again, in a very despicable way. The song is terrible. But the point behind it, I feel like he's testing he's like testing everything, testing the limits to the max.
Especially
in a very despicable way.
Just to go back to our last story, big tech companies have suppressed pro-Palestinian speech online for the
Whoa.
past year and a half. You have seen
I didn't know that.
now arrests on college campuses. Like, it's not that this would lead to something worse. We're already in an area where things are worse. And I'm also like, even just talking about it, we're giving him what he wants. Like, he did this specifically because he knew it would upset people so much that it would get way more coverage on his self-released album than if the album didn't include this track. Yeah. That's it. For this single.
I'm not gonna lie, this may sound kind of crazy, and again, I've said this over and over and over again. I am not trying to water down the situation behind, what the song has inflicted upon people, because the song, again and again and again, I'll say this over and over, it is a very despicable song. But I was also as enraged, if not more, about the song lyric that Lil Wayne said about beat the something up like Emmett Till. That enraged me, because you know why? That's my culture. Now, if I was Jewish and her, I would be as enraged. You know what I mean? I'm not Jewish, so, but I do understand that we shouldn't be making songs like that. Just like Lil Wayne should not be making lyrics like that about tragic events that happen in the black community. Again, we shouldn't be talking about no community like this. Like, it's, if you're going to ban this, you got to ban everything. For real.
Look, I don't know how much people are trolling him. I hope a lot, right? But, for all the trolls for no reason, they're just getting their kicks and stuff, go troll that guy. And you know what? I know what'll drive him crazy. Do what I do. Keep calling him dumb. He's a super...
They're not going to troll Kanye because these trolls actually agree with them. What are you talking about? They're going to troll you because you're over here saying he's like a despicable human being, and you just said you hate him out of your mouth. I mean, despicable people hate other people. Like, I don't know, bro. You just sound very contradictory. That's why I don't really fuck with the Young Turks, man. When I used to watch them years ago, they have some pretty cool videos, but they're just so like, some of this shit, man, some of their videos, bro. Oh, I think there was one time I think Jank was on vacation or some shit, bro. That just so cringe. I don't know who the fuck y'all had that, bro. It was years ago, but yeah, I don't really fuck with the Young Turks like that. But we'll finish the video. We'll finish
and
this.
So he thinks he's a genius. He's like, I got a white shirt. I'm selling it for $250. I'm such a genius. Oh, I got a trash bag and I'm selling it for $500 because I'm a genius. No, you're an idiot.
No, you're a genius because if you listen, bro, if you're able to get people to buy some bullshit for a high price and they do it, you are a fucking genius. Just like we're a bunch of dumbasses in America paying an exorbitant amount of money for healthcare, car insurance, all these other programs, and we just do it because we're dumb, and we will pay premiums because we just do it. We don't want to get together, start a revolution, and just tell these healthcare companies and these insurance companies to fuck off. We just get together and do it. The same way that a man could get online, make a bunch of songs, get y'all's attention, and sell a plain white Hanes t-shirt for $500, and it will sell out. So, but yeah, that's the Young Turks, man. They, again, I follow the Young Turks. Like, since we're doing a review using their clip, follow the Young Turks, show them some love. I don't like this channel, but show the Young Turks some love, man. But anyway, the song's got people talking, man. Ooh, shoot. It's crazy. Again, I am not in favor of this record at all. I just think if you got to ban shit like this, that's talking about this community, you need to ban every song talking about any community. Straight up. You cannot pick your sides when it comes to this shit. And I think that's another point that he was trying to make when he released this record. So, but yeah, man, just don't feed the troll. Kanye West is trolling. Just don't feed him. Just ignore it. It got y'all riled up because y'all giving it attention, man. God bless.